sky!
Yes, sire! March! Your orders!
anywhere else. This is heavier than it looks.
Okay. That looks like that fixed that problem, although the balance is way off and the desktop audio is basically non-existent. So still screwed, but I'll have to go into some stuff and fix that again later. I don't know what's wrong with it. This is why I hate when OBS updates, honestly. Let's never have updates ever again. But thank you for telling me. That is, you know, one of those moments. Still though, you didn't really miss much. All I've been doing is like building a little village here that's new. Yeah, so to reiterate what I've been rambling on about all this time, they did patch the game, they did change apparently quite a lot, but I really don't know what actually changed or like how much of it's actually that different. Yeah, still don't see any new spawns for brigands, which is unfortunate. I would like for more of them to show up. When I was gesturing aggressively. You know, I could have been just, you know, just trying to, like, do something with my arm, you know, it's just tired or something like that, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, let's get another one of these guys. I'm gonna try and get up to 6 of them. Someone was recommending I try this. Okay, I'm just gonna get 4 of these guys rallied up here, I think. Please, no running, no running, no running, no running. UI is still bugged in a way that's annoying. Let's see here. What did they hire? Okay. All the way down here, huh? This is one of the trickier brigand camps to get rid of, but should still be able to do it. Yeah, someone pointing out that you could try and get around the cap by recruiting 6 units of militia first and then getting your retinues. Then you could have sort of like 6 units of spearmen and then 6 retinues on top of that. When am I going to get bandited, actually? Oh, that's in 5 days. I'm going to send 36 of my spears off to get that one camp, and then we'll deal with this one with whatever the hell. I might have to hire some mercenaries too, but... In fact, I could probably go with 20 sent and then keep 36 behind. Or I could even just snag the stuff on the way out, I guess. I don't know. Not sure what the best way to deal with this is going to be. Let's see, I kind of want to get some more houses, but I should probably wait. I do think that, like, our food is running a bit too thin for me to want to really be aggressive on that. Even though, again, I do want to get up to 6 retinue, or 6 regiments before too long. You know what? Let's go ahead and pick army. Let's see who we could hire. I could just hire these guys. Where are we? Where's Wallbrand? How the hell are they going to spawn in Wallbrand? How do you download it? Steam? I mean, it's been so long since I actually downloaded Steam that I literally could not tell you. Do not remember. It's been a very long time since I did that. I mean, for me, honestly, I just, like, went to the Steam webpage and downloaded it. It wasn't really, anything all that special. Okay, let's go ahead and hire maybe the brigands here. It barely costs us anything. Maybe they come out of, like, a woods because they're brigands. No, they did come off from a completely different province than the game said it was going to. Fantastic. It's from Eikenau instead. Alright, lovely. Yeah, honestly shouldn't be any different getting Steam to download on a laptop than it is only on a desktop. Should be able to do it just the exact same way. Okay. Oh, Apple? I have no idea how the hell to do anything with Apple. I despise their products, so I don't know anything about it. Yeah, that's, the problem is Apple, not anything else as far as I understand. Okay. I'm definitely assuming that, like, you can get Steam on Mac. Like, you've got to be able to get Steam on Mac. That would be so weird if you couldn't. But... okay, these guys need to hurry it up. I'm actually going to run these guys to position for a little bit. I don't know. How are these guys holding up? Like, they got plus 90 morale from being in home region? I don't know. I guess I don't really mind losses at this point all that badly. For school? If it's a school laptop, then you might not be able to get it just because they might have blocked the app on a school laptop. That's possible. So I'm not too sure what it is that's going on there. Got a phone call from a suspected spam. Let's get rid of that. Oh, if you're looking at, like, just the few trash games, like, that's a Mac thing. Like, that's a Mac problem. I think I can go ahead and move these guys back. I'm gonna go ahead and move these guys back towards my reinforcing brigands here. I think these guys will focus on trying to get to my army. instead of like burning down my village. I think. I hope. Also, I need to get these guys planted. This is probably why I'm not actually getting these. Oh, it's you bought the laptop, but it's for school. It's an Apple one. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I know that there's a lot of video games that historically have not run on Mac computers. Like, just as a general rule, that's kind of a thing that happens. So it's hard for me to say for sure what's going on there in particular. Like, if you can't load Steam at all, like, it should just be in the Apple Store. Like, I think it's available there. I also don't know if Manor Lords anyway is like available for like Mac OS. It should be, but I don't really know. The one thing that I would say is like you've got the potential, I think, to make it so that even though you've got an Apple computer, you can run Windows on it. So have you tried switching it to run Windows? Because that might be the thing that you need to do. I think we're getting to the point where we're close enough here that I can do this. Like, they could have also just started applying a charge to Steam in some places. Could be also a region thing, like if you've got like a VPN or whatever. Could be you require an Apple ID sort of situation. I'm not really sure. Yeah. These guys are all on their defensive stance. Okay, so our center group is going to be on defensive here. And we're just going to rush these guys in to sort of help from the flanks. And we should be able to do this. It's a Apple M1 chip. I actually don't know what that is, but I'll just take your word for it that that's a bad thing or something like that is my guess. I'm gonna pull these guys actually out and have them charge back in a little bit. I wish I could get them a little bit more consistently to go sort of where I want them to. But, oh yeah, one of our dudes died. That's unfortunate, but not that unexpected. Broken. Ban all those guys. So these guys should be making their way down here okay. And we should be just about at the point where I can get even more of these dudes. Okay. Yeah, no, we're filled up on housing again. Yeah, unfortunately I can't really help you with downloading Steam for Mac. I've never used their computers. I've never liked their computers. Yeah, if you want help for how to use a Macintosh product, you probably are better off talking to literally anyone except me. I don't even have an iPhone. I use a Samsung. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Man, why is this guy so far behind? Alright, let's fast forward these guys a bit. Those mercs are taking a sweet amount of time to get here, so we've got a little bit of time. I do wish these brigand encampments would spawn maybe a bit closer to me instead of like all the hell the way down south, but
Yes, sire.
whatever, I suppose.
Yes, sire.
Okay, we figure out which one is getting charged. It's that top one. We'll let them connect, and then we'll charge in from the flank, or even... Actually, let's... Okay, I kind of screwed that up a little bit. Let's see if that actually makes much of a difference, I guess. I don't know. 8 gigabytes of memory. 8 gigs is like, you know, that's if that's how much your computer has, that's actually pretty bad. Yeah. They charge insane amounts for more RAM. I didn't even know you could upgrade their stuff. Okay, got through them without any losses, which is exactly what we want. Though admittedly, I've got to go ahead and get some more population here. How's our growth going? Yeah, we need more living space. Oh, I need body burial. God damn it. Right. Corpse pits. Because these are the bad guys. Fortunately, we got lots of people to go produce that. I can go ahead and get more people in here all of a sudden. Honestly, I think that if you could get Steam to run properly, like, you don't need a very powerful computer for this game unless you're planning on doing, like, mega cities. Which, honestly speaking, is what I plan on doing with this game, is to, like, build a really big, really nice city, rather than focusing on other things. So I guess, yeah, you might want a really nice computer, depending, but it really comes down to how you want to play this game, I think. Let's get rid of that. I've got too many people in here. Let's go ahead and activate trade for the dyes. Hit exports. Won't have any of that going out just yet, but that will be eventually. How many people do I want in the dyer's workshop? Probably just one's fine. Yeah, that kept us at like 100 berries, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I definitely think that you probably have a powerful enough computer to run this game under most circumstances. Like, you know, it would just be very, very specific scenarios in this game where you wouldn't be able to run it. Okay, have I got enough for my 6th unit? I think I might, actually. I have to wait till these guys get home, though. You been playing Minecraft? To be fair, like, Minecraft is actually a really good game. I mean, you know, people think it's for, like, little kids or whatever, but let's be honest here. People still play with Legos. People are going to continue playing with Legos until they're, like, 90, you know. It's just digital Legos. It's fine. I think it's an okay game if you've got nothing else to play. Honestly, if, like, it was still updating properly in the weird way that I had bought it, which is like I bought it from a million years ago, back when you still bought it like from Mojang instead of Microsoft. I don't even know if that's still updated properly, but if it was still like that, I'd probably play it more. It probably is still updated properly, actually, now I think about it, I bet. Like, I bet I could actually run and play it. How the hell are you running FPS games? If you can run a first-person shooter, you can run this. Actually, that's not necessarily true. Like, these run on very different problems. These have very, very unique and different problems compared to an FPS. Okay, that's 6 units, so I should be locked out of being able to build any more units from now on. So, at this point in time, we go ahead and we get our admin building, our manor, which apparently we can't get because we have no logs, because I've been using all of them. As you can see, this large clear-cutted crescent. Let's see here, which store? Do I need to upgrade this thing? I probably do. For now, though, let's just go ahead and get this guy. I just have to wait till that moment where it's green lit. I'm going to actually put this relatively near the center of town this time. So that, there. Okay. You do low graphics so that your frames don't drop? I mean, I used to play Team Fortress 2 on a much weaker computer than the one you described. So I played with, like, 0 graphics and my frames were dropping all the time. I had a computer that could handle it better, but I liked playing it on that laptop, so, you know. Really, it just comes down to choice, you know. Sometimes you just choose to have a really, really bad computer. Alright, so have we dumped all those bodies into the corpse pit yet, or no? Where did we even fight them? I can't remember. I think it was, like, over here-ish? Because I sort of withdrew back so I could get the mercenaries to help me. I can't remember where. I think it's over here somewhere. Either way, let's change our trade out. The reason that I like using berries as early trade is because they're easy to get lots of, so you can sort of bootstrap yourself into getting enough money to get other trade. But I actually don't like trading them as a permanent thing, and instead I like sort of setting it so that you get access to them early and then sort of stop using that really quickly. I could actually also try to get like a setup so I can start selling the full clothes, but can't you do like 2 times speed? I am often on times 12 speed actually, but I don't always set it to that. I just set it to that when I need something done, and I'm not really looking at the screen because I don't need to do any like micro. So you go back and forth. Like you figure out, you plan a bunch of stuff out, and then you switch to like times 12 once you've got everything that needs to be building, and then you sort of bounce back and forth on that. Like, yeah, times 2 would actually be pretty slow for this game. Yeah, I still need more timber. Fortunately, this allotment is done growing, so I can actually start chopping this all down. I wonder how many foresters, though, you are supposed to have per logging camp, because I get the distinct feeling you're actually supposed to have more than one forester per logging camp. Seems like more than one for one of these guys. The policy here. Oh, we got our first policy. We're going to activate hunting grounds, which makes we can't farm, but we get new livestock like twice as fast, which means we're going to get meat way faster, which means we're going to be just fine. We're going to be fine. But yeah, like right now I'm running on 12 times speed because I've got some stuff that needs to get done, needs to get built and stuff like that, and we're just not worrying about that right now. Max population again. I am still worried about my food situation here. We are growing very quickly, but get those like that. I think next year we'll get another vegetable plot over here, even though I could probably get one right now, actually. I think we'll get these guys to all be... Or do we already get them all to be chicken coops? No, not all of them. I'm gonna start working on getting the stuff I need to get, like, the wooden church here. Or the, wooden church. The stone church? Yeah, stone church. I need some tiles. So now we've got the retinue, and we've got 6 units of these spears, so that's great. We can also, like, get a whole bunch of mercenaries, so we're kind of at this ridiculous kind of cap. Or above cap value compared to what we normally want to have. Does this do anything yet? Cosmetic only. Still shoots arrows, which are useless. Adds walls, which are also useless. Alright, let's go ahead and get that. Increase our retinue capacity. We could start taxing, too. I don't really want to tax that much right now, and I have to wait till I build that anyway, because I forgot to add that before I start working on it. Order of operations, and I screwed it up. It's fine, though. It still worries me how fast you go through logs in this game. Like, we had our foresters planting all these logs over here, and just immediately all gone. Oh, I hate how things rotate when they're not next to roads. Okay. Yeah, the way that rotation works feels gross. Alright. Yeah, this deposit's actually growing faster than our one hunting camp can actually get to all of it, which is perfect. Ooh, we could actually get more people in the Forager Hut, too. We just let things run for the next little bit here. Okay, 2 more there. Still got 1 person who can run around and build stuff, but it's not that important for them to do that, because we've only got a couple houses to build and we're at population cap. Okay. So our one central market here does still have plenty of space right now, but not sure how long that's going to last. It does look like it still needs some wood. And it looks like the throughput issue is actually, again, our storehouse, which I forgot to upgrade a while ago. Let's go ahead and upgrade that now, I guess. Got enough housing for some more families, so they'll come in, so I don't need to get those built just yet. That's fine. And I should also upgrade our granary, because it's probably got the same throughput problem. Maybe it doesn't yet. The problem right now is our socket's not keeping up, because we're building too many large spears and shields. Which, again, I'm gonna probably just have to demolish these buildings, which sucks. I really wish there was a way to downgrade the buildings or something like that. The way it works is just dumb. Like, you should be able to change the production from the joiner's workshop and stuff like that and fire the blacksmith, or just tell them not to do any work. Like, just tell them not to do anything. The way it is right now, it's just, Alright, I'm gonna have to work on the tavern, which isn't gonna actually work, because our economy's not set up for that, which is gonna be a problem. Not sure how we're actually gonna deal with that. Let's actually see if there is anywhere for me to grow barley. Yeah, not really. Like, we could kind of grow some down here, that's a little bit okay. But, realistically speaking, this is not a place that we can grow anything other than rye. The fact that we can't make, like, rum or whiskey out of rye is kind of weird, but, like, rye whiskey has been a thing for a while. Is that road not connected? Huh, interesting. Alright, there we go. Alright. Got 30 timber, we got 12 planks. Go ahead and throw a mining dude in there. Our iron deposit is almost out. Our granary actually has a decent amount of space left, like still has good capacity. We're not keeping up perfectly on keeping those berries out of like where they need to be, so I could actually benefit from having them in there. But for now this is okay, I think. Okay. This is going to make for an interesting little road intersection, I feel like. Just a kind of quaint little small town jank kind of thing. Okay, where's this bandit camp been sighted? The problem with our spawn is, like, all the bandit camps are a million trillion miles away, which is not ideal, but this is how it is. I'm going to send these two to go do it. And I think that should be sufficient. Just have the 17 like blocked with block and defend while the 5 like go in and try and wallop them from the sides or something like that. I should actually go to a little bit further away, like right here, so I can do that as a staging area before they pop out and try to kill me. Alright, cool. What's going on here? Generic storage full over here. Don't I thought I got rid of the actual people that work there. Yeah, it's empty. So that shouldn't actually even be a problem. Let me get another person working in here. Looks like it's a little bit having a hard time. Alright, so how are we doing on dyes? Do we have enough to actually sell right yet? Oh yeah, we got enough to sell. Wait till the start of the month. For reasons that are kind of stupid, like market fluctuation and market manipulation values, it's better to start putting all of your traders in all at once and try to trade everything away like really, really quickly. Because I don't think they fully fixed that yet. Oh shit. I got competition here. So I was saying, I don't like it when I'm a million miles away from these dudes. Well, I might at least be able to get the money here. I'm gonna sprint over and get that. Oh man, okay. I might have to get these guys upgraded and then have them positioned permanently to get access to barbarian encampments. Get you guys back home and then potentially upgraded even, and we're gonna get ready for a battle in Eikenau. Where is Eikenau? Over here. And that's good farmland too. I definitely want to claim that for myself. Okay. Doesn't really matter if these guys are running, honestly. Okay. Who's available for mercs? Ravenous Vultures is gonna have to be the main one there. I may wait until like the end of the month before I actually recruit anything. Does this game have multiplayer mode? I'm not actually sure what multiplayer mode would really be, because it's a city builder. There is combat technically, but like it's not good enough that you would want to like play a multiplayer match against somebody. So yeah, I'm not even sure what that would look like. But, yeah, no, it's a single-player experience at current. Oh, I have to hit this button now. Okay. That is fine.
Sire! Yes, sire! My lord! Forward!
I've got 90 days before I actually have to commit. I'm probably gonna wait till like we've got access to some better mercs, maybe. Although with everybody here, plus the one unit of mercs, I might actually have enough units to actually overwhelm the AI. How's our pop? We're at full right now. Yeah, I definitely need. I kind of have to wait for the AI to get to where it's going anyway. Yeah, now I can get the Ravenous Vultures lock a crazy Geese combo, which I think is actually like a really strong one. I don't want these guys actually fighting here. These guys have really better hustle so that they don't get ganked by these guys. Because it actually causes problems if you end up in the fight outside of the combat zone. So we'll disband you. Let's go ahead and get those mercs. The only problem is I don't know that these guys are going to spawn where I want them to. Where's the other one? I found one of them. the other one's probably spawning from like somewhere obtuse. Yeah, like over here. Straight in my enemy's territory. Build together with friends? I guess so, but like you could each share a different province, I suppose. It wouldn't really be very interactive, is the problem. It'd sort of feel like both of you playing on the same map, like a completely different game to a certain extent. Although if you were building like the same city together, I think that would actually be more frustrating than it would be problem solving. The mercenaries that I have are actually sufficient to like just win this fight by themselves. I'm just going to use them to actually win this fight by themselves. The only problem I've got is that I'm going to have to be in some really janky terrain here. Yeah, I'm the sort of person who's like too much of a control freak to ever consider playing like a game like this with friends is the problem. So it's a me problem, probably. It's a me problem as much as it is like anything else, honestly. Okay, I should probably actually think about starting like some new settlements here. Maybe actually, like the battle begins, I don't have to actually think about the combat zone necessarily. So what I can do is back these guys over to here. Back you guys to here. The only thing is I don't really want to be in the woods, but I'm at a disadvantage. He's also at a disadvantage in the woods. It makes no difference at the end of the day. And I'll be uphill of him regardless, so maybe this is fine. Alright. It certainly would break the balance a little bit, though, if you did have the ability to have two players working in tandem to, like, gang up on the AI, because it's already possible to, like, beat them. So they would probably have to do something to make it so that they were a little bit better at, like, withstanding attacks from the player. I can't actually get these guys to be within range of these stupid light mercenary archers for some damn reason. Our food stall is getting damaged stocks. I've never seen that before.
Pick up the base! My liege! Kill them! Destroy them! My liege!
You'd think that chasing after those archers would be useful, but not really. Wait, what the hell? Okay, so this is going to be bad and messy, but I don't care because these are mercenaries, and if they die, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know how the AI decides to move these units sometimes. It kind of feels like random. The lives of mercenaries means little to me. Alright. These guys are actually taking losses. They've upgraded archers, but I don't think it's by much. This feels like they're still taking 0 damage from all these arrows. Honestly, like I said, I think I mentioned this in one of my previous playthroughs, like, them not increasing the damage that archers do is probably a good thing until they fix the army compositions a little bit. Like, they need to basically make it so that, like, archers can be hunted down by something, so they need to be protected by other units, basically. Like, that's something they need to do before they can really... Oops. I was set to the wrong things the entire time. But yeah, like, archers basically are getting killed by... or are not being killed by any of the melee infantry, and they're doing tons of damage. That makes it so that they're, like, unreasonably overpowered compared to, like, everything else. So you have to have a situation where any kind of archer needs to have a counter from, like, more mobile stuff before you can make the archers really powerful. Once you add that... Did I hit the wrong button? I might have hit the... I don't think I did, actually. Okay. Okay. All right, now done and dusted. And I've got that province now for free. For some reason I thought that was a farming province. GG. Yeah, not the game, unfortunately. That's just one province out of, like, a dozen that I have to get, but... one more step along the way, right? How are we doing in our numbers here? These units are getting pretty big. That mixed with the mercenaries, like, we are still looking at a situation where we're vastly outpacing, like, our enemies here. I can upgrade this to the small stone church now. Regional wealth is still kind of mediocre. I forgot to figure out, like, when in November we are. It'd be nice if you could figure out what day it is. That would be a nice change. That way I could know if I should switch over to starting dumping the market with dyes. Well, in any event, though, our food is doing fantastic. We got tons and tons and tons of food. We even got eggs still. We've got, like, even surplus eggs somehow, which is very, very nice. I wish that these burgage plots would give you double eggs or something like that, but they don't. We're out of iron completely, so that's not great, but that's okay. We got enough spears already. At this point in time, what I'm probably going to do is actually demolish the blacksmith. Let's figure this out. So I need to have... let's see here. I need 21 by 6. Oh no, I need like 120 more. Like, I need quite a few more spears, actually. Okay, fine. We've got a decent amount of iron ore and iron slabs to make, I think, just enough spears based on what we have. If they included the date, it would be awesome, yeah. That way you could also know it's like, on specific day I had this battle with whatever the hell his name is. He has a very long, fancy name that I don't really respect, so... I like how we do still count as having church access while this is upgrading. Like, that would really suck if you didn't. That would actually just be very annoying. Okay. I do want to get some more houses that are like these ones, so that we can get access to just some more chicken coops, but at the same time that might not be that necessary. Okay, it's December and I'm pretty sure it, like, just recently switched over to December. So we should be able to dump all of these dyes into the market, make like 500 bucks or something like that, and I'm going to increase taxes so that we're charging some taxes. It doesn't have to be very high, just like, that's way too high, like 5%. And we've got enough happiness that, like, we can easily afford to do that to our economy. Okay, so these guys are donezo. I'm going to add the herb garden here for next year. Make so that people are using those. Make them a little bit healthier, a little bit not happier, because it doesn't actually do anything, but, you know. there are lots of little quality of life things about this game that I like compared to other similar games. Like, it doesn't bump out the worker while a small stone church is being upgraded. Like, there's a lot of games where I'd have to, like, reassign someone after this got built. Oh, that actually gives you influence. I didn't know that. I was never paying attention when it actually got built. Okay, now I have to figure out how I'm going to do the tavern stuff, because that's not going to be very practical for me. Because, like, you have to have enough tavern supply for, like, 1 trillion people, which is unrealistic to have access to. And to do that, we have to buy barley, and to buy barley, we need to, like... I don't know, like, how much does barley cost right now? Buying it would cost me 12 per unit, which is ridiculously high. Like, that is untenably, unrealistically, impossibly high to import. The only way that you could even think about doing that is if you had access to better deals. So what I'm gonna have to do is get, like, a farming province, so... which one of you guys are farming provinces, even? It's, Nisselholm, that's a farming province, so I'm gonna have to get access to that province. I just have to wait till the AI tries to take it so I can, like, go in and beat him up over it. Until then, I guess we're just gonna focus on other things. But, yeah, that trade with the dyes is giving us a big boost to our regional wealth here. Up to 418. I think we still have plenty of dyes being sold, so yeah, another 87. Did tick over to January. Let's see what that did to the prices. It's still at 4. We can actually keep going with what we got here. It's actually pretty good for us here. Let's go ahead and add another woodcutter into this place. Looks like our storehouse needs more help. I might actually max out the number of people in the storehouse. And I think we are probably going to upgrade the granary, since it does look like it's actually getting close to cap at times, although granary never gets, like, so full that you actually need to worry about it. Okay, so... I don't know, I don't really feel like I need these houses here, because it does kind of clip into our wooded area a little bit, but only like 1 tree. I think we could go for it. Logging camp's still going strong here. I might actually want to slow down on logging soon. Our pantry's full there. I think that's because the building's upgrading, although that shouldn't actually matter for that. Could be because we're not consuming meat fast enough. We have got a lot of it. I could try selling some meat, I guess. That might be a thing we could do. Okay. I think we sold off enough dyes for the next little while here. I think we can lay off a bit. Yeah, I'm thinking to myself, like, what do we actually do to get access to, like, the barley so that we can actually use that resource? I kind of dislike some of the elements of the fertility system letting you not get barley at all if you're not in the right region. Like, you can make it so that you only get a little bit. So sort of, the way that they've developed this game, and it's sort of weird to me, is that they've made it so that, like, there's certain specific provinces that are the crop provinces. Like, this one up here is a crop province, and this one down here is a crop province, because it's one of the key resources. So, like, how here you've got a little bit of stone, you've got a little bit of clay, but you've got lots of wild animals, a little bit of iron, a little bit of berries. And then it's got, like, the high fertility counts as the last resource. What I don't like is how, like, in these regions, every single spot of it is pretty much trash completely for fertilization, for, like, crops and stuff like that. It feels a little bit janky to me when you look at a province compared to like this, because like what you should actually have is small little areas where it is fertile so you can grow crops, because like you can't grow crops in any of these spots here. It's not like a, well, you can grow a little bit and it'll be okay. It's not worth growing crops at all sort of situation. Whereas like if I go to this province, it's still worth hunting for berries and it's still worth hunting for wild animals. Like those are still resources that you still get. In this province, it's still worth getting the clay deposits, it's still worth getting the iron, even though these are small deposits. because you'll still be able to use those. Like, whereas in those other places, you just don't get to use those resources at all. So I think that, like, food should have, like, some smaller strips where it's fully accessible, or not food, but, like, crops. Should have those little strips where it's fully accessible in each of the provinces. Not very much of it, and not as many of them, and maybe not even, like, as fertile as, like, the really fertile regions, but it should still be accessible. To the same sort of way that, like, every single province has accessible other resources. I think that that's something that should have been done. Because everything else is, like, you get half as much, whereas, like, with crops, it's 100% or nothing. It's all or nothing. Where are you guys? It's gonna be down here again. Like, I'm not sure why it's always this case, but, like, you can't actually get brigands spawning in Goldhof. They never do. They are supposed to spawn in this place, Imnerith, but it never seems to in this particular playthrough. Do I want to just retinue customize and then send these guys out by themselves? Maybe not. Yeah, there's always, like, little game design decisions that I gripe about in every game I play. I'm probably a very annoying, hard-to-please person. Hopefully they get down there before the, Duke's, or Baron's forces do. Yeah, okay, I also want to double-check here. So, the number of mercenaries that are on the market, I do feel like there's still the same sort of number as there were before. I don't think that's gone down. They stole 6 of our boots somehow from all the way down there. Not sure how they did that. Not sure how they managed it, but they did it, the mad lads. Alright, I think we're almost out of dyes to sell, so I might as well just ramp off that. Okay. I could start working on some linens. I don't really like that idea that much. What I'm more likely to want to do is try to get, like, access to something else here, but I don't know how to get beer is, again, the problem. I wonder if you technically need to have, like, the tavern to have... No, it needs ale to function, so yeah, that means it doesn't function without ale. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get this province. Like, there's no other way for me to do this. He's gonna beat me to this again. Well, yet again, we'll get the money. I think what I was saying I needed to do is I needed to upgrade my retinue to full, and then have them sort of, like, stand near the middle of the map, basically. Okay, so we're going to send these guys all the way back home, and then we're going to upgrade them to full size, and not full size, but like more size. And then we're going to have them just stand in the middle of the map and just sit there until like stuff comes up. I could add 10 more units to that. That would bring them up to 15. I think that... I don't really want to do that. Okay. Toll-free survey. I don't want to deal with that. Phone is going wild today. Let's see here. This is at capacity. I actually need to do something about this. Let's actually get more people in there, even though it doesn't seem to do anything. I don't know what that would even do conceptually. Like, at all. Okay, so what I'm thinking that I'm going to try to do, but I don't... Actually, no, I can't do that until I get sheep breeding, not that one. Fertilization, and I need 2 upgrades that I can't get till I get that, so maybe you have to do that first. I don't think that would even be a good idea in this province, because we've got the hunting thing active anyway. Could get a sheep farm just for access to the wool, so I could use that as a sale product, so that I could start selling stuff. I could alternatively make it so that we're starting to produce some like products and then selling them so that I could get the barley and then we could have the tavern upgraded for a little while. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I think we just have to get access to friggin' barley in another province. I think we're just gonna be stuck here for a while. Which, does suck. How do I want to do this? Let's... do a weird road like this, maybe? Okay, we'll do like that. I'm gonna do some small houses here.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time.
Can't do that. Never been a huge fan of this type of music, honestly. It's okay, but... Alright, so we're getting things for chicken farms, which can be like these weird shapes, which I don't mind, but we also don't want to upgrade them into a double house. So just like that is fine, and we'll get some chickens added in there. Did I forget to do that? I did. I don't actually know if I need anyone to be in the corpse pit anymore, but it's kind of okay if they are. Got 144 vegetables in storage, which is interesting. Okay, do we have enough troops that we could win with our troops alone? Not yet. I would kind of want each of these units to be like 20 strong before I felt like we could take on the Duke in a war, just as is. These guys never made it back home, I don't know why. Let's... Oh, they might have just been on the way still. Yeah, pantries are full. I think that's a function of the granary not being quite stocked enough. And I think it's also them pulling vegetables from there, not sending it to market or something like that. It would be nice if they would hire, like, additional laborers or something like that to, like, finish getting all these little bits here, but... whatever. Okay. Still enough locations for 34 more stalls. I like how they bundle their stalls so close together even when there's like plenty of room in this place. When they easily could have like spread out a little bit more, just made it a little bit nicer laid out. I also like how they've trampled the entire area into just mud for some reason, instead of having it like on the nice grass or whatever. It's just like, yeah, I mean, just having as ugly and terrible looking a market as is humanly possible. I think that's what we're going for here. I think that's what we want, honestly. You know, go for those Monty Python-esque shit-covered peasants or whatever. You know, I never did actually upgrade our, like, one, or our 2 horse stables. I probably should upgrade those. Got plenty of workers available right now. We got lots of timber and lots of planks. I think I've still got enough here. 19... Oh no, I need like 120 spears still, practically. Just short of that. To upgrade that just yet. I wonder if they fixed the livestock trade, or not livestock trading post. Which one was it? Oh, the pack station. Yeah, I wonder if they actually fixed the pack station ever. I think this is actually a really good spot for a pack station. Alright, you guys, let's get rid of that. It's a 608 because we've been getting lots of dudes here. Okay. That's as much as I'm really willing to do for the next little bit here. Honestly, with the upgrade, I think that's enough to take out a province, or a bandit camp. And we should be able to also hire, like, more mercenaries as well, but if we have to, I think we've got enough to take out, like, another raid with just limited mercenaries. Yeah, our carrots went rotten or whatever, it's fine. Okay, all these new houses, these guys were supposed to be chicken coops. Apparently one was too small to actually have anything in it, which sucks, but whatever. 75 bucks on chicken coops, that's fine. Still have very few eggs, but... Let's see here. What crazy geese. I still don't know if they fixed the mercenary bug. I'm having a hard time telling. It's not precisely clear as to whether or not the mercenary bug's been fixed or not. Alright, so the pack station's up and running, although we have to go buy some animals for it. We're not going to actually have anyone in it just yet, but we are going to go ahead and get the pack mule. Upgrade some more houses to, like, tier 2. I don't really know which ones I would want to, though. Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with what we're doing right now. Do some other different things later. Still can't do breweries. Okay, we've emptied that completely, so nothing left there, and however many tiles we have is now however many tiles we're going to have forevermore. It's 154 of them. That's actually a decent amount for a while. Actually, I guess we haven't finished making, like, tiles yet. We still have plenty of clay, I think. Yeah, we got 40 clay left to work with, so we'll have even more than that. Okay, how's this doing here? Just keeping ourselves well off, but I probably am going to actually completely fill in our granary. A lot of the times, like, when you think that it's a productivity thing, like, I've been seeing people doing, like, 5 forager huts or whatever, but the reality is 1 forager hut with everyone in it, and a large granary that's pulling stuff out of it, with a lot of staff pulling stuff out of it, it makes it, like, so much more efficient and works so much faster that you kind of don't need it as badly. I wonder if they fixed the apples bug as well, where people were not eating apples, like they would just put it in the granary or their house or whatever and just never eat it. I could actually probably bring this guy all the way down, like here or something like this. Because that would actually probably be fine. Okay, we're at 55. So I've got enough housing for 6 more. Alright, our, like, old-ass hitching post is still over here. Let's move this. This used to break these. I wonder if that still does. Apples aren't real foods. Hey, apples are, like, fine, you know? They're basically just pure sugar, but I mean, that's not the worst thing that you could eat. It's just, that's probably one of the worst things you could eat. You know, it's the worst thing you could eat that is still technically just food. It is still food, but, you know. It is probably about the worst thing you could eat that is food. want to check on the price of dyes here. I've been pulling money out of our wealth taxation so we can keep money coming in, but yeah, it's dropped down to 2 is the problem. So we probably don't want to do any export on that for a while. We're going to let the price recover, and then we're going to sell a whole bunch of it.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time.
Okay, I want to do something like this. Or I want to get, like... I don't know, I want to have, like, a road sort of, like, doing like this so that we can sort of straighten out this area. Okay, that actually looks very dumb. Let's... I think it's Alt. Move that road. Okay. We'll do it like this. Then we'll have a really wonky looking set of houses that go in here. This is where the crooked man lives, like, there was a crooked man with a crooked little house or whatever. Immonroth. I think this is the one that we wanted, isn't it? No, that's not. That's this one. Well, I'm still going to go ahead and fight him over it. But yeah, that's where we're going to put that crooked little house that has, like, the crooked little man, etc., however that poem goes. I've heard that's supposed to be, like, kind of a horror poem or something like that, but I kind of don't find it scary. I find it charming, but... I have to wait till the next group of mercs comes in before I can do anything. So we'll hopefully rotate into a better group that's capable of like letting me fight this more easily. But if not, like this army is enough to win this fight, I'm pretty sure. So it should be okay. Let's see here, 58, I've got housing for 3. Yeah, I'm actually going to build those houses. You know what? Sure. I think this looks fine. I think that looks actually kind of neat. It looks very stupid, but also looks kind of neat. No one would ever want to, like, build that. That would be one of those things you'd look at the design documents and be like, are you high? But, you know, we're going to do it anyway. Alright. Go ahead and hit the button. Figure out where. It's over there. Okay, where are these bastards? Coming in from over there, that's fine. Did he hire a mercenary band? He might have, actually. Huh. I've not really seen that happen before. Well, we got some days here before we actually have to get ready for the fight. I'm probably going to have to mobilize my militia this time, which does suck. Okay, that also sucks. Timing of that is just god-awful. Might be able to snipe that with a, whatever, but I don't think it's worth trying. I might have to go back like a save or something like that, just to make it so that this is a little bit less jank. But we'll find out in a second here. It might also depend on like the random spawn of like mercenaries. If it's bad, and we'll just deploy all these guys and we'll probably win off that. But won't be happy about it. I'm actually not sure I'm gonna win if they've already got those, also got those mercenaries, but Pretty sure it's the end of the month I'm waiting for here. Let's see here. 59. Got plenty of houses. New mercenary companies available. Nope, I think the mercenary bug is still in the game. Okay, I'm actually gonna go back. When was that last autosave? This might actually be too late. Nope, it's not. Okay. So, we're gonna have to, like, recruit that one mercenary group once we get the chance to. So, yeah, it is bugged still. The mercenaries are not respawning, basically. Like, they get hired once and then they just are gone forever. So the Flock of Crazy Geese is, like, the last possible decent mercenary group to hire. And, yeah, I have to get them now or they just are not gonna ever be available again. I hope that they fix that soon, because, like, a lot of the other problems, as long as you don't fix that, is gonna be, like, kind of untenable. Ah, shit. The timing of how that worked is not great. Let's, yeah, let's... Okay, that other bug did not get fixed either. So that's why those guys spawned in early this time. So the bug that happens now is that as soon as a brigand camp spawns in, or sorry, as soon as you load a save, a brigand camp spawns. And this is how I actually beat the game, is I just kept spawning in more and more of those camps, and then I just kept killing them, which earned me, like, a large amount of money. But as soon as they spawn in, you kind of have to, like, be mindful of the fact that you're not going to necessarily want them to at certain times, because, like, the AI will, like, get the mercenaries. So what you have to do is you have to spawn in all these stupid brigand camps, but then kill them all and keep them spawning in so that that brigand camp, or that mercenary camp that the AIs decide to hire, never goes away. And since they're not hiring one over and over and over again, they don't keep hiring new ones. They're just keeping that one in retainer for permanent sort of duration. You end up in a situation where they won't cycle through mercenary groups, and you just can keep that one mercenary group hired for forever for the AI, so you never lose any of the other ones. Among other stupid things that happen when you're doing this, but yeah, see, Bandit Camp was cited. This one was spawned in because of our nonsense. Okay, I don't know actually if these guys are gonna be... I'd rather get the mercs involved with this, because they're more guaranteed to win it. But admittedly, these guys would probably be back there. So we're gonna have to deploy these guys. We're gonna have to keep them relatively, like, kind of on retainer. And we're gonna have to actually get our taxation to the point where we can actually afford to hire them on a semi-permanent basis if possible. Which I don't like, but that is, I think, where we're at. Export price for those hasn't gone back up at all. That sucks. Okay. Oh, berries. Berries has gone back up. I'm gonna hit export on those. I'm not actually gonna put anyone in it just yet while we're doing all this other crap, but that is what we're going to have going on.
Yes, sire.
I think I mentioned this before, but the mercenaries bug is the thing that I think needs to be fixed before other conditions like are made easier. Alright. The other thing that doing this does is, like, if they did hire a group of mercenaries, we'd actually be able to sort of sweep through these guys and get them to despawn the mercenaries before the war started. Did they kill a swordsman? How the hell? Huh. They killed 2 of my swordsmen. What is going on here? Well, on the plus side, they paid for themselves already with that. We'll have to pay them the second time, I'm pretty sure, though. Which does mean we haven't gotten that quite paid off properly. Yeah, that actually pays off for 2 months. Okay. Alright, how are we doing here? I want to get more population is what I would like at this point in time. But... oh, this is before I did that stupid housing project. Shoot. I have to do it like this. There we go. Alright. So some of my guys are probably going to get killed here. Having the extra weapons available to replace that is going to be nice, I guess, but still. No more mercenaries for the rest of the game is going to be rough. Did I do this yet? I did. Okay, good. I'm going to do a trade blitz on the berries for right now. Probably a bad timing on that, but... alright. So now we have, like, 3 less units to fight in this war. Fight against, and they're on our side, so that's basically a 6-unit swing, constantly. Okay, and the fighting is going to happen there again.
Yes, sire.
Okay. Units spotted. Where, though? Down there. Okay. I should be able to march up to here, which is what we want to do, and then so link up with our other troops as we sort of deploy them. Which we don't have to deploy them just yet, we can wait a little bit before we do that. Our taxes are still set to like 5%, right? Yeah. I could actually afford to tax higher too, but like I'm not going to bother with that. Not 100% sure I should be having so many people hired to work our corpse pits, but I think we're okay. How come these aren't getting built? That's kind of interesting. Hey look, the grass grew back in our market. Maybe this is because it's by like an Eastern European developer and they like are really concerned about the Rasputitsa and they decided that that's going to be modeled in the markets, which get stampeded over by people and turned into mud. But as far as I understand it, this is actually supposed to be taking place in like Germany, but you know what? It's fine. I think either way is okay. Alright, I think we're not going to get any more people spawning, so let's rally up our troops.
Your orders, my liege. Men, my lord. Your orders, your orders, your orders, my liege. Stand fast. Yes, sire.
Okay. I actually could afford to like get a bunch more retinue, but I'm probably not going to bother with that. Alright, new mercenaries are available. Let's see what's actually, like, did cycle in new ones? No, it's still just the Wayward Sons. Who are going to be, for the rest of the game, the only mercenaries that exist. Yeah, I do dislike that bug. I do dislike that bug. It could even be potentially a, like, deliberate design choice. I don't know if it is, but... Because, like, that lets you sort of hinge on the mercenaries during the early game, and as they disappear from the game, you sort of have to rely more and more on your real units. So it could be a deliberate design choice, but if it is, then they need to rebalance a bunch of the game around that being a deliberate design choice. Because as it is, it's a pretty bad one. Okay. So... I think we are going to move to set up over here. Okay. This is just him saying, like, hey, would you consider not doing what you're doing? And I'm like, no, I think I'm going to do what I'm doing. And he's like, but would you consider not? To which my answer is no. So the battle begins. Okay. More messages to that regard. Alright. Bringing these guys real far around the flanks, which is interesting. But my main concern is still taking out this cluster of units down the center here that are, again, their main sort of threat against me. Once we've sort of gotten that sorted out, I can run these guys away, and then start focusing them on taking out these mercenary archers here. Which we're just going to sort of ignore for the first little bit. The shots that they fire are capable of, like, causing these guys to lower in effectiveness. So they're still actually okay, but... Get you guys to run.
Yes, sire! Yes, sire! 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 Advance! Your orders, sire! Men! Your orders, men! My liege! March!
Sometimes the AI does this weird thing where they'll decide, actually we don't want to attack from that angle, and they'll go in from a different one. Archers have decided to start firing on the retinue.
My liege! Your orders! Advance! Your orders, sire! My lord! Men! Your orders! March! My liege!
And I don't care too much if these archers get dinged up a bit. Or even quite a bit. But I do kind of want to end this fight a little bit faster than is going on here.
My lord!
So I don't know. They're reducing in effectiveness on their archers faster than I am, though. I'm not sure if that's translating into faster deaths, though. It is interesting that the AIs decide to like post up in this sort of position and do this sort of fighting here, though. Usually they don't like doing this. I do almost think that this time scale, though, is a bit janky when you get into it like this. Because, like, there's no way that the fight should actually take this long. Like, this is days and days and days, and they're firing off, like, one volley every, like, 8 hours or something like that. It's kind of ridiculous. So I do kind of think that it would be probably better if their time scales were slightly different. I don't know, though. So they've sort of shifted off with that, and they're going to try and rush forward, it looks like. Once we get everybody sort of into these fights, I'm going to switch these guys to push forward, even though they're the ones taking sort of the brunt of the hits here. And we're just going to have ourselves a big old scrum, I think. So again, we're going to take one of our units here and we're going to put them on offensive. And have you guys come in and start firing at these archers again. We are taking losses here. But we have broken through there. These guys on offensive, because again, I don't care about them dying. I think we've lost maybe 8 peasants so far. We lost 2 of our retinue, which actually is pretty bad. Do this. Just have the swarm go after them. We've got 9 days left for the mercs. It's enough time. Inching backwards like that, it's like, oh shit. Instantly shattered. Alright. Okay. These guys we'll get rid of. All of you guys get back up home. I think we lost 3, 4, 3, 1. I think we lost 11 people. That's not too bad. And we should recover those numbers fairly quickly. Okay. And like I did before, though, I do have to go into our retinue customization, and I have to hire some more retinue here. That's all I can afford. That's unfortunate. Still. Let's go ahead and expand them again. Okay. We'll send these guys down here.
Yes, sire.
The run display is still bugged, and in fact they are actually running, because of course they are, even though this icon is saying they're walking. Thanks, game. Alright, we're up to 123 soldiers here. It's pretty good. It looks like we've got a lot of replacements for all the dead, so that's also pretty nice. Alright, how are we doing here? That place is completely behind because of, I think, timing. Tiny amount of berries left, but we've got plenty of berries available. I think we've been selling berries. Okay, if we've been selling berries, then this will be at a lower amount. Yeah, it's worth 2 now, so I'm actually going to cut export. Dyes are back up to 4. So as soon as November hits, if I remember to, or I notice that it happens more realistically, I'll get that done. There are no bandit camps available right now, right? Yeah, they're all going to be coming from this province, by the way, from now on, just for the rest of the game. Or the rest of the game until, like, this province gets taken over, because it'll actually be claimed probably pretty soon. I like actually that detail. I didn't notice this. Like, on the map, it actually fully follows your town layout. So this is what it would look like from, I guess, a map. It actually looks really cool. And our food surplus is beautiful. Like, that's actually really, really nice. Okay. Part of me wants to start getting some sheep. Part of me does really want to start getting some sheep here, just to start diversifying our economy and making that sort of, like, more fleshed out, but part of me also does not want to have sheep. Part of me thinks that might be a terrible idea. We are still getting a little bit of money from something, and I'm not sure what. I guess it's from the last trickle of berries that are already in there for some reason or something like that. Or maybe having people working in the trade outpost gives me a steady income or something like that. I have no idea. Winter is approaching. I'm only getting like 30-something bucks in tax per month, so it's not enough to like hire on a mercenary party permanently or something like that, but... Alright, so they should have shuffled back into... Yeah, they're back in there. The only thing is, like, that's lovely, but not really going to fix some of our problems here. Alright, we'll start exporting dyes. Now, lots of households are full on pantry, and I think that's vegetable gardens that are full, so... That's fine. If the vegetable gardens are full, that's fine. Alright, if I wanted to do sheep, where would I put them? I kind of would probably want them down here, near this sort of area here. I kind of feel like that's sort of the right area for that. I don't honestly know if this is a good idea. I feel like this is a bad call, honestly. Okay, and that's going to require me to get a livestock trading post. I think here's fine, but I could also just put it beside our other trading posts. Yeah, we have a lot of people that I could start employing here. I could do that, for example. Our clay furnace, I think, can't actually do any more work, because I think we're out of clay completely. I think we might actually be out of iron as well. We're out of iron ore, and we're out of iron slabs, so I literally can't do anything else with iron, so that's fantastic. So we'll get you out of there. That's capped. What about the tannery? Parts of our economy are grinding to a literal halt here, which is lovely. I wouldn't mind necessarily maybe getting a couple more families that are doing goat sheds so that I can get some more hides. Nope, I didn't have that upgraded. Let's get those done. Okay, so we'll get a bunch of sheep, I think. Buy up maybe like 100 of them, I guess? I don't know. Okay, we sold practically all our dyes, but we're still at a price of 4, so we can keep selling them for a little bit longer. I'm gonna buy maybe 30 sheep. That seems like a lot. Let's get 15 of them. The problem is I have no idea why you'd have like that many people in there. Our firewood is at 757 firewood. That's actually a lot. That's actually more than I need. I'm just gonna have 3 of those guys. Man, I have an employment crisis. Let's get 2 people in there. Logging camp is filled in. Saw pit's working as normal. What if I started selling shields? I could probably sell like a couple hundred of those, because I've got too many of them, I feel like. So we'll put 2 people in there. Maybe another couple forester's huts. I feel like my economy is just very efficient right now in ways that are kind of neat, but either way, let's go ahead and get... No, I think I actually have to build a real building for this. Yeah, wool to produce yarn. But once we get that rolling, we can go ahead and get the tailor's workshop and start producing clothes. Then when we get sort of enough of that rolling in, we can start using the dyes to produce that and then selling the clothes instead of selling the dyes. That sort of works. Okay. I think my tax revenue's radically increased since the last time I checked it. Alright, let's get you guys, like, over here, I guess. Let's get you guys on that stance. And usually 10 of these guys just clears through a camp with these guys no problem without any losses, but sometimes, like, a couple of them die just randomly. Especially because I don't think all of them are upgraded with, like, the tier 2 weapons. I think just most of them are. Part of me wants to actually get these mercs right now, just so that, oh no, the AI, I think they already got it. Yeah, they did. God. Okay, so those guys are gone forever. Fantastic. This is why I refuse to play this game on, like, the challenge difficulties, which I already beat. You know, you do it once for the prestige, but then you have to use, like, a bunch of dumb exploits to actually get there anyway, so it's not really that prestigious. Every video of people I've seen that have done it on hard are also doing some variant of, like, some kind of exploit that gets you tons and tons of money as well, too, so it's not just me. Okay, we started getting sheep. It's hard to tell in winter. Yeah, we got sheep. Okay, good. Slowly getting a trickle of those guys in. If we actually get this province next, I probably am going to use it to actually get barley, and then we can start getting beer and then start upgrading our main city. But Actually managing multiple cities in this game at the same time is actually really annoying. It's not something I'm a huge fan of doing. These retinue guys. The thing is, like, when you're actually that heavily armored and have, like, got equipment like that, you can fight a lot more recklessly than you can when you're not armored. So you can actually use your poleaxe or whatever like that to kill one of these guys much, much more effectively than the guy with the sword or the club, like, trying to fight the guy in full armor. Because instead of, like, blocking a hit, you can actually just let the guy with the club hit you in the arm or whatever. And you know that your armor is going to deflect it. And even if it might sting a little bit or it might bruise you or it might hurt, you've gutted him through with your polearm. So their offense should actually be a lot higher than it is, because I feel like these guys have, like, way better defense, but don't have necessarily any better offense than those guys. I'm actually getting a decent amount from tax now. I'm already up to 216, I think only 2 months have passed, so I think I'm getting more than I thought I was. Although I think part of it's because I got a lot more region wealth all of a sudden from the trade. I do need to figure out, like, what else I'm going to be selling here. This is down to 2. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit no trade. Berries are back up to 3, but I only have 156 berries left, so it's not really worth selling. How are we doing on herbs? Do we even store herbs? Do I even have any? What do they even count as? Apparently I have 0, somehow. Well, alright, fair enough, I guess. I'm actually just going to load this building back up, because I got so many people that aren't doing anything anyway that, like, having them in there is kind of fine. Yada, 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 yeah. By the end of this year, I should have one more province, and near the start of next year, I should have the last province, and after that, it's really just... I can sort of chill. Because after that, I don't have to worry about getting attacked anymore, and I don't have to worry about, like, stuff spawning in or anything else. Like, it'll just be the full map, except for these 2 provinces been claimed, and I can just focus on building if I want to, but I could still also attack the Duke's provinces if I wanted to as well. These guys are almost at full capacity, which is nice. Would probably be good to get some armor eventually for these guys, just because, like, that'll be the only way I can improve my army, but that definitely is going to be a while before I can get any of that going. I've got so much food that I don't really want to improve my, like, egg production values at all. Especially because right now we're going to be churning through berries, though. I may want to get some more food. Hard to say. Okay, did that get done? Yes, it did. Got 71 pop with 71 housing. Let's go ahead and get some more housing. No, actually, let's get these guys to be this kind. It's not as space efficient, but it does okay. I kind of expand some housing up into here as well, I think. Still just the Wayward Sons. And the AI won't even hire them because they're that bad. Although I'll probably hire them if I have to fight another war, just so that I've got them and the AI doesn't. Also, having at least one archer unit does help. It makes it so that, like, your AI, the AI is not going to just stand there and shoot at you the entire time. If you out-missile them, they will charge in, which does help. I like how geometric this looks on a map. Like, this does look like a real town layout in a lot of ways. I actually really like the look of that. So we're at 71, and we're gonna go up to 77. We've got plenty of available foods. Got the berries coming in now. I am at the point where I potentially want like another forager hut, just so I can get that done a little bit faster, but I think we're still keeping up here. We got 15 herbs now. Yeah, there always lies about that. As long as this never like fully fills in, like you're still doing okay as far as efficiency goes, but like this is actually starting to fully fill in. Not sure how though. Usually, maybe it's because the patch changed the growth rate. Because I do think they were working on like the growth rates for foods, changing them around a little bit. Okay, got another cloth stall for I think the wool, but get another tailor, or I'm gonna get a tailor shop. Oh, raiders! I forgot those existed. Okay, that really shouldn't matter at this point in time. Gonna just wait till they get closer, and then we're gonna rally up like 4 of these units here. And I'm doing that 4 so that I can have 2-on-2 on each of them, because they'll send 2 groups of barbarians or brigands or whatever, and 2 spear will more cleanly and more easily and more efficiently kill them. Okay. Oh, there's actually 3 of those guys. I'm just gonna deploy everybody, I guess.
Yes, sire.
Not sure what's going on over there, but I think these guys were on run. There's actually a lot more of these guys than I thought there were going to be. There's 4 of them this time? What?
March.
Not sure why you guys decided to cross up like that, but whatever. It's fine.
Your orders. Yes, sire. My liege. Yes, sire. March. Forward. Kill them.
This person wandering around back there, just ignoring the chaos.
Your orders.
Ah, jeez. Okay.
Lord. My
So
liege.
we're gonna get these 4 guys. We're gonna have them shuffle up that way.
Forward. Forward. Yes, sire. Kill them. March. Destroy them. March. Stand and fight. My lord. Your orders. Fire. Forward.
Okay. Yeah, it's not quite moving these guys the way I really want them to be, but whatever. It's close enough.
Orders. Fire. My lord. Kill them, men. My liege. My lord. Push forward, men. Units, push. Yes, sire.
We're just gonna roll them from the north.
Fire. My liege. Men. My liege. My liege. Give it your all.
So far, no losses, which is always good. I love how the hawkers are still selling stuff in the market. Through all the pandemonium and chaos here. We lost 2 people. That's all, though. How did that happen? They're like fighting in melee and one of them has just like disappeared somehow. Alright, so we lost 2. but that's barely anything. That's actually fine. Alright, got those replacements in fast enough as well. Alright, we have got enough influence to buy the remaining provinces, but there's no reason for me to get them. Like, it's better to just let the AI get them so that I can claim them from them and roll over the province with my attackers. Admittedly, it's going to be harder now that I can't hire any mercs, but we're very close to having, like, full army here. Yeah, dead bodies, that's fine. The corpse pits, we'll just fully employ that right now. I think they added in a thing where people actually are carrying corpses, like, and you can actually see them carrying them. One of the things that I think they should do is make it so that when someone dies, you steal their stuff. Like, you get their weapons and equipment and stuff like that. You can sell it on the market, or you can do whatever with it. Instead of right now, which is like, you sort of just lose that stuff forever. Which I think is a little bit dumb. But this is marketplace holding up. I still got room for 24 more stalls, so we're actually doing pretty good here. Number of vegetables I have could be better, but I'll save that for a start of next year. I think I'm going to do another set of houses up here that are vegetable producing farm, or vegetable producing houses though. Down here though, I'm just going to do this. Funny, the only province that I really want is, like, the last one I'm probably going to get here. Which, at the end of the day, that's kind of okay, but it's still kind of a funny thing to have to deal with. Alright, how are we doing for clothes here? Oh, right, I need to actually set the tailor shop to produce the right sort of thing. So this thing produces linen to create gambesons, but we're getting yarn. So what we can actually get is cloaks. So we're going to start building cloaks. So we got, I think, 15 sheep here, and we got 3 families working that. We should be getting quite a lot of wool, which then should be getting processed really quite quickly at our weaver's workshop, because we've got 3 people working there. So what I may actually need to do is have multiple people who are sewers for making cloaks. And that should actually do that faster. I'm probably gonna start selling shields. I've got literally hundreds of shields. Cost 102, they're worth 6 per. That's actually not really that great. I could have a net profit of like 600, but like, eh. Especially because I do still need to arm some people. Or I guess I could sell 100 of them. Because it'll take me a while to get like the 32 extra, and by then we'll have built more. Okay, let's sell like 100 shields. It'll be net profit. We can actually technically go down so that we've only ever got one, because like as soon as we build one, it goes to the family that needs it. Because we never really need to rearm a whole bunch of people all at once. So we can go all the way down here. We'll go like there. So that should cause us to like spike in terms of region wealth by a lot. I think I'm taking it all in tax or something like that. I'm not sure where all our region wealth went. Because like I had 700, like I don't remember spending all of that. I guess on weavers, they only cost 5 though. I don't know. Alright. Well, in any event. Seeing that lightning makes me a little bit nervous. I can't remember if fires are available. music starts banging it. I don't know. I don't actually find the music that interesting in this game. It's okay, but like, it's just kind of generic to me. I don't know. I don't think this is the sort of game where you would want to have like a really strange like soundtrack though, so at the same time it's kind of fine. It does get fairly intense though for given the time period. I think normally this time period is not known for the intensity of its music. Alright, how are we doing for cloaks? Let's actually get you, make sure we're also producing cloaks. Okay, double cloaks. Got 0 in commodities somehow. Fantastic. We only have 5 wool. We have 0 yarn somehow. We have -1 yarn somehow. I think it's because like it's getting consumed faster than I can produce it, basically. What I probably need to do is buy more sheep. Actually, that's probably where all my money went, is like the sheep came in. Because it's not like I spend the money as soon as I put in the order, it's as soon as like the sheep actually arrives I lose the money, basically. I don't know if it's exactly how that works, but that seems to be how that sort of works. Okay, so if I have more sheep, then I'll produce more wool so I can produce yarn faster, and that would let me probably catch up on cloaks. So that's probably what has to happen here. Also, I guess once every citizen has a cloak, then there's going to be less demand for it, so they'll slow down on consuming all the cloaks, I guess. Who knows? Okay. Oh, jeez. Ah, God.
Orders! Forward!
Okay, well... they caught me with my pants down because they just spawned on top of me. I was not expecting that. I kind of forgot that one of them could spawn there, because this has happened to me before, but usually I remember, like, not to stand exactly there. This guy over here might die as a result of this, because he's got 5 people attacking him. We'll just have to see if he dies before, like, all this other crap happens here. Okay, so they've pulled a bunch of aggro off, so yeah, he's okay. Bagpipes were pretty intense. Bagpipes are pretty intense. They don't really have that in this area, though. This is set in more like, apparently the Holy Roman Empire, so like Germany, basically. Well, Austria, but... Okay, so these guys, I'm gonna have them stand a little bit differently than I had them standing just a second ago, because holy jeez. On the other hand, I've got 650 bucks and I can't get any more mercenaries. I'm gonna actually bring these guys home for a bit. Then we'll send them back down, but I do want them upgraded. Like, I spend down till I've got 650 bucks, but like, yeah, I need to spend some money here. Shields are not going just yet for some damn reason. Economy's running real smooth here, though. I'm liking that. How's this work area empty? I don't get it. It does that from time to time. It'll just be like, yeah, this work area is empty, and I check and it's like full. I'm like, ah, you goddamn game. Okay. Still 0 cloaks. I've got 130 dyes. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more level 2 places, and I'm gonna turn them into more weavers. Population looking pretty okay. Still need 10 more for each of these, so another like 60 people, which is actually quite a lot, but you know. This is fine. I actually like this, because I'm going to put some chicken coops down eventually. Even though they're still not actually eating those eggs that we got. We only get like a tiny number of eggs every time, and You always assume that's gonna get eaten right away, but it never does. Alright, you guys, let's upgrade you. I need to keep 250 so that when the next province happens, I've got the ability to... Yeah, that was... They teleport back there. 60 people equals 20 families equals 10 months at above 70% approval. Yeah, I mean, that's assuming I build the houses fast enough. I'm trying to slow down a little bit compared to my last playthrough in, like, house building, because I don't want to, like, overbuild. But, that is approximately the math. Because we are keeping it to, like, 100% here. Or 83%. Why is our taxation up to -9 on previous? Did I have a spike in taxation or something? Might have been one of my, income was way higher. Let's see here. Still not selling those large shields yet. I might want to get that horse, that might really help. Is there something that, like, stops you from trading shields or something like that? Well, it could be that they're in a weird place. Where the hell even are they? Are they, like, just in the joiner's shop or something like that? Wait, where the hell are they? There's one there's one large shield there. What's going on here? Are they in transit, or are they bugged? I kind of feel like they may have been bugged. Which, if true, is fantastic, but hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, I need to be not quite where I killed all those people last time. Do I get the chickens now, or do I get those later? I'll get them later. I want to keep our region wealth high for now. Or at least have it start going up a little bit, I have no idea. This could be a case of, like, I need to get the horse. Or it could just be, like, because they're not in the large storehouse for some damn reason. I don't know where they are. Ooh, we're starting to see some cloaks coming in. Fantastic. Like, did I just store large shields in everyone's houses or something like that? I think large shields are being stored in people's houses. Okay. You know what? Maybe I need to get another storehouse. Let's maybe put one near the trading post, too. I'm not sure if it's actually a good idea to put these out here, but I've got 17 workers, and I've got plenty of people to upgrade this to tier 2 and then stock it, so... is what it is. I do feel like I'm confident now that if I have to fight without mercenaries, I can win at this point. Like, pretty handily. I'm just not looking forward to the losses. Honey, mead, and cloaks. I don't think that mead exists in the game yet, but yeah, I don't have enough experience for beekeeping, so I can't run a tavern because I can't get enough of the resources. Does mead actually let you build? Is mead a thing in this game? I'd have to check. I've never heard of that being a thing in this game. If they did add that, that would actually be useful, though. Oh, you mean like in the game? Why is that not legal? Well, I mean, it's probably for the same reason that they require you to use barley specifically to make beer, and why, like, you can't make wine out of berries or anything like that, or why you can't, you know, do a lot of things. It's mostly for, like, balance, and for abstraction purposes. Because, like, you could do it so that you could use any sort of resource to produce alcohol, make it sort of more immersive that way, but you don't really need to unless you're trying to, like, make it... Yeah, not in the game. There's a lot of things that are not in the game. Like, why is there no milk and stuff like that? That would be the number one reason to have a goat. Instead, you just skin them in this game. Like, it's just for balance reasons. They don't want you to be able to have, like, a goat in your backyard and have it produce, like, milk, meat, and leather, because they want to be able to, I guess also, like, if they did do that, they probably have to have it give a more realistic life cycle where the goat is not giving you very much resources. Like, it gives you a resource maybe once a year, which would make it so that it feels like it's harder to get any impact out of it. So I don't know, I'm not too sure why they do it the way they're doing it. I'm also not sure why we're not selling our large shields. Like, that's also a question that I've got right now. Like, yeah, not 100% sure as to what's going on as far as that goes. Okay, so once this is done, I'm gonna upgrade this to full, and I'm gonna see if that's causing that, because I feel like they're delivering and setting up one shield at a time in the trading post. And I think the thing that's happening is a throughput issue with our large storehouse here, where we're not taking all the shields out of people's houses and putting them into the storehouse. I think that's what's happening. So I think once we get everybody in here, we start pulling, like, all the excess shields into here that we don't need to be lying in people's basements or on the wall or whatever. I think that's going to result in us having access to more of those. Also, how are we doing on cloaks? We still have 0. Fantastic. Great. Definitely do think that more of these tailors' workshops is a good call. I kind of wonder how, like, quickly or slowly they make cloaks in this game, because it does feel like it's like a fairly long process before they build them. But you never know. Enough room for 16 more stalls. I could swear you could fit more than 16 stalls into this area here. Like, they just don't want to build in certain parts of it. I don't know why. It's because it's not a square. They want it to be a square. I should have, like, built it to be a square, I guess. I bet if I clipped off this part, I could have gotten more stalls into this marketplace somehow. Let's see here. We're at cap. Oh god. Okay. Like I said, I don't pay enough attention. This happens to me. Like, that's fine. Could build some houses down this way too, just don't need to do too many. Don't want to get in the way of the forester hut things, but... Timber, planks, and everything is doing okay in terms of numbers here. Just don't want to get in the way of those trees there. That's fine. Yeah, honestly, I think that the game would actually be a lot easier, maybe too easy in some ways, if you could just make wine, or you could just make mead, or you could just make, like, ale out of, like, emmer wheat, or do any of those sort of realistic things, or if you could get milk out of things. I think that would make things way easier. And I think that they just didn't allow you to do that for the preservation of some level of difficulty. This isn't a super difficult game, but, like, you know, it does make it so that there is some challenge to it if you can't do that sort of stuff. If you wanted a fully more realistic type of game, I think they would have to make a lot of little balancey type changes here. Okay. In fact, I would say that, like, the addition of things like wine and stuff like that so that people would make vinegar, making it so that you could, like, pickle vegetables would actually be a really necessary part of your economy in a more realistic version of this game. Because that would actually be super, super important for your economy in a society like this. Okay, has this actually moved anything into it, or no? I don't think it has. I think for some reason, like, every house is just supposed to have, like, 8 shields in its basement for some damn reason. And they just refuse to let go of them. This could be some sort of, like, they refuse to give up weapons and armor sort of situation, where it's just like they need to have those for some reason. Are you guys not moving? You guys are moving, it's just... I forgot to hit fast forward. Speaking of Pickle, I mean, you know... Didn't even notice your name was Andy Pickle until I double-checked there. But yes, you should be a major part of the economy of this game.
Yes, sire.
Okay. Should be able to just have them run straight into us, and I don't think I have to really do anything. We've got practically a 1-for-1 in this fight. Except for the fact that they do that and half of them runs off to the back there, or whatever. Cool. Okay, great.
March! March!
99% sure this is the same mercenaries that have been here the whole time. It's still the Wayward Sons. Fantastic.
Yes, sire. Yes, sire. Yes.
So I think what's happening right now is as soon as somebody creates a new large shield, it has the potential to go into the trading post and get traded. Otherwise, it ends up doing something else. We have got a small surplus of cloaks coming in now, though, so that's nice. I like how it sort of randomizes it into things that I cannot produce in this town. Alright. Okay, so knowing that I can't actually sell shields for reasons which are slightly beyond my understanding and comprehension, maybe I'll sell dyes again for a bit. We'll still keep the shields on, but I'm going to sell dyes because I'm assuming they've gone back up to 4. They have. Perfect. And since we have so much of that, should be okay. I just want to spike us up to like 700 or so town wealth again. Then maybe I'll spend some of that on goats, or sheep again, and then that should be fine. I actually send you guys back home for upgrades. So I only need 250 in the bank. I actually need 285 or something like that. I need 250 plus the amount it cost for these guys, so 295 in the bank. Yeah, so we can upgrade these guys a little bit more. I do hope that Imanrith is the next province, though, that does get claimed, so that I can expand there, so I can start producing barley, so I can start doing other things.
Bring this here, move that there, on and on.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be fair here and assume that it's probably called Pickle Hill because they probably made pickles on that hill. Or someone did something stupid at some point in the history of that place with a pickle on that hill. You know, that's probably why it's called that. You know, you go down the chain far enough, you'll probably find something to do with real pickles, like the vegetable pickles or the food pickles. Regardless, though, you know, pickles should be a more important part of this game than it is. And salt, honestly, but I don't know how they would incorporate salt into a game like this. Like, having people make barrels and barrels and barrels of salt pork should actually be a major part of the economy or whatever. Alright. Got nearly 300 shoes. I could probably start selling some shoes. sure if it would be worth it. The last thing I tried to sell, we ended up getting screwed over because we're not actually capable of selling it. I actually might have made back some of the money on that by now, but still. Mine salt and silver as well. Silver would be rare enough that it's very feasible that you would have no access whatsoever to it, and the village would not need it. Like, they would get all of their silver from, like, somewhere else. And salt is also fairly rare as a commodity. Like, that usually gets imported from other places, but it's so necessary for life that, like, if you don't have access to it, people, like, kind of just die, basically. Because you do actually need a bit of salt to live. Not exactly negotiable. There is actually just natural salt and, like, the stuff around you, though, so, I mean, it's still not great, because you still can't preserve anything with that salt, but, like, preserving stuff over the winter is just completely beyond these people. Alright, we're capped out on our vegetables, and our vegetables are rotting in the fields or whatever because of the rain. Fantastic, lovely combination. I probably should get another granary, but this one's not even close to full, I don't believe. Maybe it's because it's too far away, though, but, like, I don't know, it's filling in pretty fast. Like, they are doing a pretty good job keeping it full. Yeah, I think, like, incorporating too many resources, like, would push this into the sort of skein of being a... Ah, damn it, it's pulled off. A simulator-type game instead of, like, what it is, which is supposed to be, like, that sort of fun city-building type game. You know, not too serious of one. Okay, so these guys, let's go ahead and add some more retinue. And I can go down to 295-ish. With taxes, that'll be fine. Okay, we are really close to this being absolutely packed full in terms of, like, our army. Our village looks really nice on the map. That actually looks very good. Like, I could see a real town layout looking like that. Maybe this is a bit too geometric for, like, the time period, but honestly, maybe not. Straight lines were easier to survey for the people making the villages at this time, too. Okay. So, we probably have to hire these guys. It arrives in Imenrith, which is way the hell down here. So I might hire them now. And hope that they don't cost me too much in upkeep, because I'll probably have to pay again to have them stick around. Yeah, I do wish it wasn't Goldhoff that they were going after. I do wish it was the other one. But, c'est la vie. Only need 34 more people. Okay, let's see where our battlefield is. It's over there. And let's see where his army comes in from. Conversation there. I was worried that I'm going to send in the wrong message when I do the other one. Alright, they come in from there, that's fine. So we'll just wait for our archers to make it to the top of here. We'll have them meet up with the rest of our forces, and we'll fight one more battle, and then I'll call it a day. They brought 8 battalions. They always bring, I think, this many, plus if they get a chance to, they'll have some mercenaries, so... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 mercenaries. Yeah, that would be pretty standard. Yeah. The trick to it is, before you start your battle against them, hire all of the mercenaries that you can and prevent him from getting access to them. And as soon as you do that, you've got, like, the ability to win the fight really easily, because instead of him having 8, he'll have 5, and instead of having whatever you would have normally had, you'll have, like, that plus 6, you know. So you'll end up with, like, way more troops than they do. I just got more people moving in. How come I didn't get more troops? Have they not picked up a spear yet? No, wait, I did. They ended up over there for some reason. I don't know why they're all stacking in one formation. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Alright.
March! Heavy infantry! Yes, sire!
Alright. So speaking of 8 battalions, I've got 9.
My lord!
Admittedly not completely full. We're basically down 1 full one, so we've actually got like 8 battalions basically ourselves.
Yes,
But that'll do.
liege! Yes, sire!
How are you guys this far ahead? What's going on here? The toggle for running in this game is like consistently broken. It is the most frustrating thing.
Forward!
Okay. I want to fight over around here.
My liege! Yes, sire!
I think that's going to be fine. We can be very sacrificial here with our mercenaries as well. I could have gotten one more troop in this fight. So the problem with not having any mercenaries left here is that I have that unfortunate reality of I can't do some of the stuff that I want to be able to do. Which is have those sacrificial frontliners.
Fire! Advance! March! Men! My liege! Sire! Lord orders! Stand and fight! Yes, sire!
There.
March!
Just need to get the battle started thing and then they'll come towards us.
March! March!
If battle begins.
Your orders! Advance! Fire!
Okay. So, in the initial missile exchanges, I should have a pretty big advantage. I've got 2 archers against theirs, so they should want to move into melee with me. I think. It's always hard to tell with the AI. Sometimes they try to jostle for position instead or something like that. Probably technically want to preserve the retinue, even though the tankiest units. It's easier to replace these guys than it is the retinue, but I'm not actually sure about that. I might have to pay more to get more spears at this point, because I've only got 43 left, which is barely enough to pay for the rest of, like, filling these all in, and that's assuming I take 0 losses in this fight, which I won't. I'll take some losses. He's trying to do that to get rid of, like, my vision here. He's trying to have it block my line of sight there.
March! Advance! March! My liege! Advance! My liege! Yes, sire!
Since I don't have any iron, maybe actually I just buy iron, like the pig iron. Although I'm paying like 12 in like import tax on those too. Oh. You know what?
Yes, my liege! Yes, sire! My liege! Yes, sire! Forward! Pick up the pace!
There we go.
My liege! My liege! Run! My lord! Your orders! My liege! My liege! Destroy them, my lord! Your orders!
Okay.
My lord! Sire! Kill them! Orders! My liege! Destroy them! My liege! Forward! Men!
So these guys definitely need to defend. These guys can go offensive.
Men!
These guys can stay the way they are.
My liege. Your orders. Advance. My liege. Forward. Forward. Advance. My liege. Advance. Yes, sire.
It's calling me at the advantage in that fight there, which is interesting. Light mercenary archers, we'll switch these guys to standard ground. We'll switch you guys to offensive. Taking some losses here. Our retinue's taking the loss, it looks like.
My lord, attack. Your orders. Kill them. Your orders. Kill them. My liege.
Broke those guys. Broke their retinue. Our retinue's down 6 people, which is pretty bad actually, but at the end of the day, that'll be fine. Actually, it might be just down 5. I think we only had 16.
My liege. Faster.
Okay, I'm just gonna send these guys home, and I'm just gonna let our archers earn their pay. I think we're still past half range, so I think we still fire like this. I think we're technically downhill of these archers, though, so I think we're at a disadvantage there. Still, we got the armor, and we'll be 2-1 in second here. That's just them, right? It's not another one. Should be fine. Okay. Might accidentally have to pay for another archer unit. I'm just mostly testing to see if these actually do any damage, but so far, damage on archers, even though the patch said it fixed them, still seems pretty crap. Like, they're not wearing any armor or anything like that for the most part, except for this guy with, like, a bit of Gambison. A couple of them have a bit of Gambison, but they're still not taking that much damage. Now they're taking some losses. It's sort of... I think there must be a hit point pool. I think there's a hidden hit point mechanic. Where, like, you can take a certain amount of damage before you start taking any damage. You just basically survive a certain number of hits arbitrarily. Which feels really weird for this kind of game. To me, anyway. Alright, so our losses were not too bad for this fight. We still got 18 days before these guys disband. Need to be paid. I'm going to disband before then. Okay. So that should get me access to every province except the one I want. We got a lovely looking city here. Like, I really like the way this looks. Probably gonna build like a row of like sort of houses snaking along this road here, and then sort of have that sort of merge with the section over here, which is gonna be like another village, I guess. It's the only problem that I have with the way that multi-village things work is that it would be nice if there was a certain radius where you could just not have to worry about trade, like they would just sort of seamlessly do it, but doesn't seem to be how this game wants to operate, so we have to work with what we got. Okay, we're at 478 region wealth. We should be able to bump to 250, but it doesn't matter that much because this next province really kind of doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, quite a few of these guys I think got killed. Let's see here. We must have lost about 7 people, I'd imagine. I'm not sure how many new people like joined in since we had that fight, but regardless, that's pretty much everything, so... So the village was pre-built? Nope, this is how I built it. It's just, like, a bunch of my people died, so, like, in that fight, so I'm just wondering how many people moved in afterwards. But, yeah, the thing that, like, I am having trouble with is, like, if I build a bunch of buildings down here, and then build a bunch of buildings, like, right over here, the people in this place are all going to be starving because, like, they won't be able to have any of the food from over here unless you do some other stuff, which is annoying. I kind of wish that was not the case. It would also be nice if the people in this village could, like, start off by building a couple things in here, like another trade route sort of thing here. Like, if I could go and get this thing down here, but, like, they're region locked. Everything is sort of, like, stuck. So, like, obviously these people need some sort of VPN or something like that, I guess. I don't know. How are we doing for cloaks? We're up to 22 cloaks. We could start selling boots, I think, is what I want to sell. We'll see if that works. How are we doing on... Nice? Yes, I like this village. It's very good. Okay, dyes are down to, like, no money here, so I'm going to do no trade there. We probably want to buy iron ore, but, like, trade is getting so expensive. Yeah, so I could start selling shoes at 8 per. That's actually not very much per shoe. And it cost me 192 to open the trade route. I don't know if that's worth it. Just not really sure. And we still have 159 goddamn large shields because we still can't sell them. Great. Yeah, not too sure. Let's see. You can see how, like, busy it is around certain intersections. Which, really does give a lot of life to the town. I'm feeling pretty good about the way this is all working out. Our food is still looking good, I'd imagine. Yep, are we still selling berries? I hope not. We're not. Okay, good. Yeah, I probably actually can go to Forager Hut. That might actually be something we could do now. Won't help much this year because it's already a bit late, but... Could even probably go double hunting camps as well or something like that, but... Like, we have enough food for way more people than we have here, so it doesn't really matter that much that that's something we could do. The vegetable farms are doing their job of keeping us, like, in very good positives here. We are at full population here, so I need more houses. I'm gonna actually just have a row of, like, very small houses that can have no industry. Just facing towards each other like that. Could have been more efficient if I crammed them and made, like, tenement houses where, like, it's crammed 2 families per tiny lot there, but I think that would have gotten me, like, the equivalent of 6 houses on each of these, but it's... I don't need to be 100% efficient on this. Okay, how's our pasture looking here? We've got 35 of that. Weaver is working full-time, but I don't know how much actual wool they've got. That's working full-time. This is caught back up to where it was before, basically. Oh, I need to actually deploy these guys. And send them down to here. Because they need to be working on that stuff. I do need that province, though. You know, I might actually just claim it. I want to make sure I've got enough. Yeah, I've got enough. Okay. If you have enough influence, you can claim this region. Plus, you can also claim these 2 regions without having to do any, like, other weird things. Although you still have to fight for it, but... This does mean that I won't have to, like... spend a bunch of time finding things that'll get me influence. This is enough influence to get me those places. The only problem is I won't get any more money off of brigands after this. But I do have enough money now to start getting another settlement set up way down there, which is going to get me the barley, which will let me start building beer in this place, which will let me start upgrading it so I can blah 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 blah. So that'll be the full extent of us focusing on Zhuayao for a little bit, and we're going to start focusing on Nuslao for a bit, although not just yet, because we do have to get we have to wait till the right season before we start another town. Like, we have to wait till basically the very end of winter before we do that, because otherwise we have to deal with a lot of other problems. So that's going to be a thing that we want to try to do. I don't know if I need this many people in the corpse pit, but it's fine. The only thing I think is that I have to worry about brigand raids coming every once in a while at this point in time, which is annoying. I'm not sure if they ever actually fully stop in this game. Which, probably another good reason to actually play this on the easier difficulty, honestly. Let's see here. For this place, I think the easiest way to start would be nestled in here. Lots of wood to chop our way through, get through all these trees, get rid of them all permanently, and then just focus on the berry deposits and wild animals until we can get our farm set up so we can start sending that off to other places. In the meantime, though, this is the town that we've managed to set up in this amount of time. It's got a population of 302, pretty easy. Pretty fast, actually, as well. And we have got a pretty decently equipped and decent-sized army already. I'm pretty happy with that as well. But, yeah, we'll have to see how things go from here. Anyway, I hope you guys found this one enjoyable. Hopefully I'll be able to stream next Monday. Who knows what's going to happen. I might be busy. I don't think I'll be that busy, though. But in any event, hope you found this one enjoyable. Hope to see you